Optimism. I'm gonna be on a Snapchat optimism kick. I'm sorry, it's just hitting me. Optimism. I'm fucking selling optimism. It's the optimism unicorn. It's the optimism unicorn, D-Rock. Have you ever seen one before? No. It's rare.
Thank you.
You keep asking questions.
Bryce Jones.
Love it. My phone.
Thank you.
Get the hell out of
Yeah.
Where?
Gary, can I show you something real quick?
Oh my God,
Whenever you're done, we have a roll.
That's so good.
All right. So doing the
Oh my God.
house of cards,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna close out. So I want to put like a quote there, like stop watching. So like, we already did like go do. Like you want something else?
Yeah, I do. Because if you want something, you don't have that much time. Gary. Yes, hey. Good, how are you? That guy bumped into me. I almost got into a fight. Or, you know, maybe as I get older, I'm starting to realize something with the eyes. I get older, I'm starting to realize I'm more like you, kind of thing. You know, I'm thinking about putting. I'm thinking about putting a Facebook post of the video and the entire article in like one post, like the video accompanied with the long form text. I want to try that. Being in there, for some reason you guys want that, but like I want way more like pro and con reactions. Like the first one's perfect. It's perfect. That's the kind of stuff, you know, I want more of. Like marketing talk and referencing marketing is not interesting. And then the other thing we can do just as a strategy is they mention the brand, but we go back 5 or 10 tweets and we find out they're trying to make the basketball team, right? And we get like to surprise them and help them practice. I'm a big believer that a name is nothing until you make it. Nobody knew what Google or Facebook or, you know, Nike meant until it was made. This campaign is gonna be meaningful to their business because of how we execute more so than the hashtag or the theme. You know what I mean? And they're both great, and they're both great. To me, I just wanna give everybody context to how I roll if I get more involved in stuff like this is I'm more in the no business than the yes business. You know what I mean? For me, if something's just so insane and I'm like, what the hell? Like I'm just, you know, and I said, I'm crazy, so that's never gonna happen. Because it's difficult for people to wrap their head around it after you've been branded in their mind. So I think it requires enormous amounts of humility and patience from the person that's going through it. And I will give you one other thing, and I think this is probably the crux of the article for me, if I was reading it. The biggest problem is people trying to rebrand themselves in something they're not good at or capable of doing. Like, I'd love to be a rapper. I'd love to rebrand myself a rapper. I was actually a marketing and business guy, which is why it was easy for me to transition from a wine personality. But if I try next week to position myself as a hip hop artist, I've got a problem. And I think I'm seeing a lot of people try to reposition themselves as entrepreneurs or as thought leaders in certain genres when they are actually not that. You know, I'm feeling it a lot because of entrepreneurship. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur even though they never sold anything in their goddamn lives. Now that doesn't mean you can't be, but before you start branding, I think there's a very distinct thing I'm about to tell you. I would rebrand myself as somebody who's going through the journey of becoming an entrepreneur versus branding myself as an entrepreneur. Got it? And I think that's the powerful distinction. I think people are faking the funk. I think people are way too bought into faking until you make it. Faking until you make it worked when nobody was watching. Something I don't think I talk a lot about with you guys about this whole fake it till you make it thing, which I think was a really good strategy for a long period of time. The problem right now is so many of you are faking it in public. Fake it till you make it was great because nobody was watching, and you were faking it by doing it, and you were learning. You were learning on the job is probably the more noble way to say it. The problem is so many of you now are saying you're there before you're there. We encountered that yesterday again in Denver. Lovely kid, just, you know, so why am I not making any money? You're not selling anything. Like, you know, that's its most basic form of entrepreneurship. You're just not there yet, and you may get there. So I think it's super important for people to start understanding what's really happening in the ecosystem, which is, you know, so many of you are projecting a personality in social, and it just really matters that there's something behind it. And that's kind of personal brands is what we were talking about there. So please, you know, that little distinction, and replay it right now, D-Rock. I want you to do the reverse. Like, so many of you are projecting a personality in social, and it just really matters that there's something behind it. There's a distinction between, you know, there's a very big distinction between I'm going through the journey of becoming this and I am this. And way too many of you are saying I am this and nobody believes you.
Hey, I'm Tim. How's it going?
Tim.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Such a pleasure. How are you?
Thanks for coming. I'm good.
Thanks for having me.
How's your day?
Good.
Cool.
How's it going?
It's good, yeah.
So who's in the crowd?
Who's in the crowd? So it is about 20% enterprise, 40% mid-market, and the rest is SMB.
On selling mainly B2B?
Mainly B2B.
Like 90%?
Right.
Thank you, brother. What's your name?
Peter.
Peter, thank you.
Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looking forward to your talk.
Thank you so much. My point of view on how to use all the new tools that I'm good at from a B2B sales point of view.
Right. Introducing you.
How are you, brother?
Patrick Blair, nice
Really
to meet
nice
you.
to meet you. How are you?
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to be here.
This is great stuff.
Thank you, man. Salespeople are easy. You give them a target, they reverse. You can make their actions, right?
Right.
I'm just curious what people are actually doing. Are they cold emailing? Are they just linking up with everybody on LinkedIn and hoping? Are they?
These people that you can talk to me about, or what I see.
Yeah.
Are you thinking? Are you a human? Like, I tell our guys that all the time. Like, if you send, if you send your buddy that email, does he respond to it?
You're not
That's
responding
not
to it.
Human speak.
You mean
So
the cold email that has that is like I am
Hi, Gary. May I speak to you for a minute?
That's not how you speak to someone. Like, I
know where to go.
Younger guys,
Thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good luck.
And the truth is, and I know those four very well, FREDRICK I think is a purebred salesman, but I really do think that I was born very lucky in that I think my parents are very opposite, and I think I feel very in kinship with my marketing and with my sales. And so that's what I want to focus on, because I think a lot of people here could make a lot more money if they eliminated two things. One, laziness, to be very frank, and two, idealistic points of view of how they've made their money in the past. I think one of the biggest concerns I have sitting here in a world where I'm hungry to get 1 to 2 people, 3 people to get a lot of value out of this talk is the way you made your money before is my enemy. The way you've been successful yesterday is my enemy. It is stunning if you understood what runs through my head every morning on how little I think anybody should give a fuck about anything I achieved yesterday back. The biggest problem is people get too, the reason I've been successful on the boards in NGO and you know of my work is because I've brought business DNA to the nonprofit sector. Like, let's eliminate the romance. Don't tell me the fluff. Tell me that I'm gonna save $17,000 a year by giving you $25,000 and I'll write you $50,000. Got it?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Bye guys.
Look, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know I've been in business development.
Yes.
But I have more balls and desire to do it than
D-Rock,
99%
do me a
of
favor.
people.
It's time to give him an at-bat. Get me 25 minutes at the office. Let me give it real thoughts.
Sure.
So that was awesome.
Thank you.
I think I might get fired if I ask this, but how many folks do you
You don't have to sacrifice sleep for hustle. You have to sacrifice entire seasons of House of Cards. You have to sacrifice Candy Crush. You have to sacrifice being on the bowling and dart and softball team if you want big results. Headed to Cleveland for the game. That should be a lot of fun. Little networking business action. That'll be fun. Really good day. This was a great conference. I just spoke at Sales Machine 16. Really good job, guys. Seriously, really good stuff.
Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome. Great crowd. Sales. You know, I talk so much about marketing and branding that I missed the sales part. So it was fun to kind of dust up some of those chops. good day. Had some really intense, solid meetings today. Got some really good stuff done. Misha's school had a graduation, so it did a little family time. So a nice little kind of family, branding, and running a business day. Typical.